Everything comes from Arunachala, because I believe on this very strongly, because a person who never thought about doing a social work, or who never know about a social work, working for children, suddenly my life has changed. Why has changed? The meaning, today I may got the answer. The meaning is, Arunachala wants me to go through the process of pain of having without parents to support the children. Tiruvannamalai being a foreigners attraction place, being a lot of public tourists, local tourism for spiritual tourism coming around, still you don't find children begging. Normally children are forced to beg. Right? If a child comes to begging, within 1 hour I get a news. People calls us and tell there is a child begging. Now this is something we have done. Any child who suffers is my problem. It's my problem. Any child who suffers, it's my problem. Every minute if I work in my office or wherever, my work can help one more child. That gives happiness to me. The human values, the human touch, still in villages. And I love it. And I need it. Expressing their love with their eyes. You know, they cannot speak, but the way they express, the way they show the joy to you, you cannot compensate this with any kind of materialistic things, or it cannot be compensated. In 2000 February, he came to India at the age of 86, with full of cancer, and that was the last baby he touched in his life, and he died here. And he wanted to die, and he said, nobody in the world should know where I am, because I am a man who born, I have done nothing. I am simply, I simply work for the human being, especially for the children, and I'm just today no more. And I was very inspired. He is one of the men who inspired me to work also for the children. So I said, let me also honor him by keeping the same name of this organization. And he also respected it.
I came to this village and found in this place all these lovely children whom I immediately embraced within my heart. I have now been working here for 4 months.
I'm Sharmila, Program Director, TDH CORE. I'm looking after Child and Special School. At present we have 45 children in different categories of disability. Like especially cerebral palsy children, mentally retardation children, and autistic children, and Down syndrome, and various disabilities children are here. We have a special educators, we have a physiotherapist, we have an occupational therapist, we have a speech therapist, and different professionals are giving therapy to children.
The child development is much improved when compared than the child while coming here, but now she is better. She recognizes everything. She identifies the parents and teachers and her friends, and she involves some activity and reduce her autistic features. Now that sensory features, most of the things is integrated. Now she able to cope up with normal life as far as possible. Till. Thank you. Thank you.
Almas. Almas.
The lessons begin with a morning prayer and afterwards the children are called out by their names. Meanwhile, I prepare a place for Anthony Marie, a girl with a severe disability.
Antoni kann sich selbst.
Anthony cannot move of her own free will. She has distinctive muscle spasms. I massage the tension and stretch the muscles smoothly. She also has malformation of the spine and hips. She cannot sit or hold her head up by herself and must be fed by hand.
Der Unterricht startet.
The lesson now starts with articulation and speech exercises. The speech development of all the children is impaired, with many of them more severe than others. Sound recognition, repeating the words of single items and speech games are all part of the daily ritual.
Bye. Kan. Muki. Balkan. Citra baik kasih sulit. Pitele. Lekasi. Ani. Ani. Ani.
Körperteile.
Parts of the body, names of the months, numbers and the alphabet are recited and repeated.
Kal. Mutti. Kal viral. Super. Kishan Manima rumala munde. 12. FC bela clap panne. Boys se kare. Very good. Shagis kela clap panne. Stand up.
Die Kinder sollen nun Aufforderungen nachkommen.
The children now follow requests. These deal with speech comprehension. The children in the foreground cannot stand up because they are crippled. Nevertheless, they want to take part and they try their hardest.
Hands down. Hands up. Hands down. Hands up. Hands down. Hands up. Hands down. Sit down. Sit down. Okay. Stand up. Sit down. Stand up. Stand up. Sit down. Nitu, Abhyami, Almas, Priya.
Satya und Satish.
Satya and Satesh are brother and sister, and both have mobility problems. We will see them in the village later on.
Say, சரி பாட்டு பாடலாமா எல்லாம் நில்லு எல்லாம் பின்னாடி கை வை பின்னாடி ஒன்றும் ஒன்றும் இரண்டு மூணும் மூணும் ஆறு முக்கு பிடிக்க சோறு நாலும் நாலும் எட்டு தம்பி பேரு கிட்டு அஞ்சும் அஞ்சும் 10
Reime und Finger.
Rhymes and finger games are much loved by the children. Venkatesh, a 17-year-old with Down syndrome, doesn't trust himself to take part in a lesson, probably due to the filming being carried out.
Kanu wird tagtäglich von seinem Nachbarn in die Schule gefahren.
Kanu gets driven to the school every day on a motorbike by his neighbour, who feels that his friendly service is the most natural thing for him to do.
With
the aid of picture cards or board charts, items, numbers and letters are introduced and practiced.
The
children can be very patient and wait. They do not cry if they have the feeling they have been overlooked. I have the feeling that we can learn much from these children.
Das hier ist Virapatran, ein 16.
This here is Virapatran, a 16-year-old who was once found by the TDH core team in a goat barn, covered in flies and completely abandoned. He obviously never received any attention and was severely hospitalized. A private donation helped his family and his parents became motivated into sending Virapatran to the school. Over the years, he has made slow progress. The other day, he whispered his name in my ear. It was the first word I'd ever heard from him.
In einer der Rundhallen gibt es...
At break time, milk and biscuits are handed out in the round building. The milk is mixed with a food supplement.
Ma'am, current off, ma'am. Fan off.
ரொம்ப சூடா இருக்கா பாட்டிமா
Anthony's grandmother serves the milk.
Mangayer, die Leiterin,
Mangayer, the head mistress, also helps because many children cannot eat or drink by themselves.
Mahalakshmi, links im Bild, ist eine
Mahalakshmi, left in the picture, is a former student. She has found the task of caretaker here, meaning that she still belongs at the school. Tenderly, she takes care of the children.
Bharati ist 13 und autistisch.
Bharati is 13 and autistic. She is being fed by her mother who also works here.
Amuda,
one of the teachers, also comes from one of the TDH CORE children's homes. It's a bit like a large family here.
der
The social and family solidarity suffices for the public establishment structure and is a very important support for the general welfare.